folks? Hope you're having a good day. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country, where I react to non-pop country music. I don't know this group. Cowboy Copas? Filipino Baby. And it was a gift request by Harry Workmon. And so, Harry, thank you for this gift. I'm really curious about this, and I love the history that's going on here, because this is what you said. Harry said that this song was recorded by 3 artists in 1946. Cowboy Copas, and it went to number 4 on the country charts. T. Texas Tyler went to number 5 on the country charts with this song, and Ernest Tubb took it to number 2 on the country charts. And this video is from a 1961 performance. So let's see what we've got. But I love seeing the history of things in life. And country music with the storytelling and so on gives you some insight into how things were way back in the day, not just musically, but socially. Here we go. Filipino Baby.
Welcome once again to our Grand Ole Opry Show. We'd like for you folks to meet our first guest on this program. He is known as the Oklahoma Cowboy, and he's going to sing Filipino Baby. Here's Cowboy Copas.
Uh-oh, he looks funny.
When the warship left Manila, sailing proudly o'er the sea, deep blue sea, all the sailors' hearts were filled with fond regret, looking backward to this island where they'd spent those happy hours, making love to every pretty girl they met. When up stepped a little sailor with his bright eyes all aglow, saying, "Take a look at my gal's photograph." Then the sailors gathered round him just to look upon her face, smiling face. And he said, "I love my dark-faced Filipino. She's my Filipino baby, she's my treasure and my pet, loving pet. Her teeth are bright and pearly, and her hair is black as jet.
Yeah.
Her lips are sweet as honey, and her heart is pure, I know, yes I know." And he said, "I love my dark-faced Filipino." Call me boy.
That's quite the haircut.
He whispered, "Darling, I've come back from Caroline, South Carolina. I've come back to claim the only girl I love." And that night there was a wedding while the ships together drowned all around.
Wedding.
And he wed his little Filipino baby.
There you go.
She's my Filipino baby, she's my treasure and my pet, loving pet. You bet. Her teeth are bright and pearly, and her hair is black as jet. Her lips are sweet as honey, and her heart is pure, I know, yes I know, pure as snow. And he said, "I love my dark-faced Filipino."
Nice one, Copas. Thank you so much. Filipino Baby.
I find it fascinating that 2 other artists recorded that song. After he took it to number 5, they said, "We're going to go with it." And 1946 was right after World War II, so there were songs. Obviously, it's in the culture, it's in the collective psyche at the time. Whenever you've been through a war, while you're going through it, when it ended, it's on people's minds. And when it's over, now you've got like a man doing the honorable thing, but he had fun with her when he was there, but he fell in love. And they came back, and we weren't at war with the Philippines, obviously. MacArthur went back to the Philippines because he pledged that he would go back there, and he did. But the Battle of Leyte Gulf almost turned to war. That's when Japan pulled a He's really militarily a brilliant maneuver. It's on the wrong side of the war, of course, against us, the United States, but in Leyte Gulf, and they lured in like a carrier and others. And had they sunk the carrier, I think that's how this part of the war went, that it would have turned the tide in the Pacific, but they didn't pull it off. And then MacArthur had promised them that he would go back, and he did. There was a lot going on there, but the Philippines, you know, they were not our enemy by any stretch. We helped them. So all that said, this song though gives you that insight into what was going on at the time. It's sort of like the 1960s and the free love movement, and drugs were in our culture then after Vietnam, and that shows up in a lot of the music, and stuff like this would too. So you could understand why it would go to number 5 on the charts. I mean, it was really well done too, and this was a crisp I don't know if this is a reproduction. It had to have been cleaned up digitally or something, because that was really clear, which was a wonderful treat. But he had a nice voice, a happy delivery, and it was puritanical in a way. He loved this girl, brought her back, married her, and he was referring to her T-top. But I thought he was referring to a car, like driving in the T-top. But I think he was referring to a piece of clothing she was wearing that she probably looked incredible in. And dark skin, beautiful hair, and Filipinos do have absolutely gorgeous hair. Harry, I love, love, love that you presented this piece of history. Am I going to rate this song, or am I going to leave this one be? I'm going to rate what I felt listening to it. That's kind of what I get anyway. And the number that popped into my head was an 8.8. The storyline was really simple. It was clean as it would need to be at the time. The instrumentation was fun. I loved the fiddle player coming in there. And it was just a fun song. But really, for me, it was a treat to look at socially what it meant. Like looking at it through the lens of the culture at the time. As you pointed out in your email to me, Harry, that this was, and I know the dates anyway, but this was post World War II. So, VJ Day was, I think, in 44, and VE Day, I think, was 45, or it might have been later that year in 44. I should know this, but anyway. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. You can thank Harry Workmon for that one. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.
When up stepped a little sailor with his bright eyes all aglow, all aglow.